Right, hello. It gives me great pleasure to have Leon Pettit back on for week 3 of the Hastings Report. Leon, a ESFL veteran and regular on the podcast anyway, as part of being a Hastings fan as well. Leon, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been all good. Yeah, no dramas.
No dramas.
All dandy.
Good. Yeah, right. So we're going to crack straight into the SCFL. So we're going to look at, first of all, Little Common. Little Common travelled to AFC Vardinians. Right, there was 80 managed to turn up there. The Common were 2-0 up, but couldn't hold on, and it ended up on as even 2-2. Right, goal scorers for Little Common was James Miriam, Batchelor, and then Freddie Warren. Your thoughts on the game?
Bit of a disappointing result for Common, especially to go 2 up. Vardinians they really struggled last season. You don't know how they're looking for this season, even though they've got off to a bit of a slow start as well. But I see the 2 goal scorers with only 2 players to pick up bookings as well. So I wonder if they celebrated too hard.
Could be. You never know. You never know in the SCFL. Right. And then let's move over to Bexhill. Now, Bexhill, when we recorded last week, we recorded on a Monday. They were playing on the Tuesday. So Bexhill travelled to Saltdean United. Attendance, according to the FA website, was 78. So they smashed them 6-0 with 5 goals in the second half. And here's one of those cracking goals, the 5th. This is courtesy of Chris Duckett on Twitter. He is Van Rock Chris, who's a massive Bexhill fan. Big shout out to him, who managed to catch this beauty. So what do we think of that goal, Leon?
Well, I know Tom Vickers has it in his locker. We sort of saw him pull the trigger a couple of times when he was at Hastings. And again, it's Jack Shonk got 2 again. It's just more the same names. Joe Somerville, that you know, or quality at that level of football. No doubt, keep scoring cracking goals.
Yeah, was it Hayden, Beaconsfield, and Jack Longford got the others? Yeah, you mentioned Joe Somerville and that man Shonk, he just keeps scoring, doesn't
he? Yeah.
Bexhill United are sort of at home. They're playing Eastbourne United at Eastbourne Boroughs ground. Bank holiday clash, 11 o'clock kickoff. So a little bit early, but it's got to be Bexhill's, isn't it, Leon?
I wouldn't be too sure. Eastbourne United are looking very good this season. They finished strongly last season, and they seem to assign half of Eastbourne Town's squad from last season. I mean, they've got off to a good start. They're currently 3rd, 1-3. The only game they've lost is to Crowborough, who, according to 1 or 2 of the lads on the roundtable we had, might be one of the dark horses this season. So I think Bexhill will be in for their toughest challenge so far.
Okay, fair enough. Right, so Little Common's next game's on the 27th of August. That's going to be at Stenning Town, an away fixture. Let's hope they can get a win there. What do you think, Leon?
Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it? I mean, Stenning have got off to a bit of a slow start as well. So it would be good if Common can pick up some points. It'd be tough because it's away from home, but fingers crossed for them.
Absolutely. Right then. Right, and then we move on. It's a busy old weekend for Little Common. They're playing on the Monday. They're playing Eastbourne Town, funnily enough, at their Saffrons. What do you think? Is that a bit too much? Do you think they managed to draw there, or?
I'd be happy with a draw if I was a Little Common fan. Eastbourne Town have been one of the strongest sides for years in this league. So yeah, I think to go to and they've got Eastbourne Town have got very good support over there. So to go over there and play in front of that, I'd take a point.
Moving on to the Mid-Sussex Prem. Hollington, they've kept the goals flying in again, winning 4-2 with goals from Danny Ellis, Zachary McHenry, Lewis McGuigan, and Bradley Pritchard. They're really storming it at the moment, aren't they, Leon?
Yeah, but it didn't sound like completely plain sailing for them. I know they went 3-0 up, but Linfield got it back to 3-2, which there must have been a few a few nerves kicking in around there. It went until Danny Ellis got the fourth, sort of made it a bit more comfortable for Hollington. Off to a flyer, 2-2.
No, they're certainly looking good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, Hollington's next fixture is against Rotherfield at the Gibbons. 2 o'clock kickoff on the 27th, which is a Saturday. It's got to be 3 points, Hollington, isn't it?
You'd expect it to be a routine win for Hollington. Rotherfield haven't played a league game yet, so they'll probably be a bit, well, they'll be fresh, but a bit rusty, whereas Hollington have already had their 2 games more match fit. So I think it'll be a routine win for Hollington.
Right. So as I couldn't make the Hastings game, which seemed like a lucky one to miss. Yeah, so went along to see the Sedlescombe game, which was a topsy-turvy affair. That it could have gone either way. Sedlescombe had some real great passages of play, yeah, and good touches, but they just couldn't hold a lead, and it was inevitable that Ashurst would get back into the game, if not win it. So 4-4 was a fair result. I mean, some cracking goals in there. The scorers were Zach Boltwood. He bagged 2 goals, with the others coming from Ryan Edwards and Lucas Zon. You know, there's goals in that team. Sedlescombe, they just need to shore it up a little bit in defence. Any thoughts on that, Leon?
No, not from on. I knew you was watching it, so I was going to leave it all to you to leave the review there.
Well, Westfield, according to them, they kept their first clean sheet in 24 games. I didn't know that. Didn't know that was a statistic. Corey Wheeler bagged the goal in the 57th minute, and here it is. Yeah, so that looked like that was deflected, Leon, but I reckon it was destined for the back of the net.
Yeah, never in doubt.
Never in doubt.
But yeah, no, to go away to Holland Sports and get a clean sheet. Holland's have got some very good attacking players in their ranks. So yeah, I think Westfield must be really pleased to not only come away with the clean sheet, but away with all 3 points to sustain their decent start to the season.
So we look at Battle Town's next game. Obviously, they met Hollington last game, which was a tough fixture, and well, it looks like it was a tough one again. They're playing Ringmer at home at Prince's Park, the Oval, and they lost 4-2. Glenn Carrick managed to bag a pair of goals.
Well, it sounds like they fared better than what they did against Hollington. So they were 2-0 up at half time. But I can only imagine like Ringmer's experience, more experience at this level, maybe a bit of fitness come into play there. But yeah, obviously Ringmer scored all their 4 goals to bag the all 3 points in the end, unfortunately for Battle.
That's a shame. Well, let's see. So Battle then have got another home fixture on this Saturday coming, the 27th, against Reigate Priory. I mean, what do we think? Do we think they might manage a result there?
I mean, if they can, play similar to what they did against Ringmer in the first half, and I can't see why not, because Reigate are also another newly promoted team. They come up from the Mid-Sussex equivalent of what Battle were in last season in the East Sussex League. It would no doubt be a tough game because generally I think the Mid-Sussex is a bit stronger than the East Sussex, but I mean, Battle, they still went 2 up against a very good Ringmer side, so I'm sure they'll be confident of getting something out of the game at least.
Right, ESFL. ESFL isn't kicking off till the 3rd of September. So we've got no ESFL results. But talking of ESFL, I've been in contact with the local MACRON Hastings Sportswear company. This year the MACRON Challenge Cup has started. It starts this season. It was first just talking to them. I mean, we did try and do an interview, but they're very busy putting out about 1 million different kits, all very excellent, very, very impressive, in my opinion. Yeah, they first proposed this last season. What? Because I wanted to check out with them that, is this a serious thing? It is. They've doing this for at least 3 years with options to carry on after that. The winner will get a kit up to the value of £900, which at this level is brilliant. That's a brilliant prize, essential, you must say, which is going to be a kit of their design and choosing, the team that wins. The final, because I asked about where the final will be played, and they're hoping for it to be played at the new Westfield ground. So when that's finished, that's where the final will be played, and they will have a very special trophy. They've said that it will be almost like the FA Cup in how good it looks, which all sounds excellent, and it's brilliant for the ESFL. Anything that's get a little bit of interest, a few more fans through the door. Good old cup competition where there's actually a decent prize there. It's only good, isn't it, Leon?
Yeah, definitely. It gives teams that more impetus, doesn't it? To no doubt they'll be taking that cup a bit more seriously if it means the potential to win a free kit for the team. Which any grassroots football club, it's a massive thing to have. Really, I was a bit when it first came out. I did sort of wonder why not just sponsor an existing cup. Because I thought, well, maybe it's taking teams out of those cups. But I mean, the other cups are all sort of limited in. One would be like the intermediate cup, the junior cup, or for teams in certain divisions, whereas this competition is open to anyone. Which so it means it's open to anyone in the East Sussex League, I should say, anyone in there for them to enter, and gives anyone the opportunity to win that free kit. So no, it sounds good. Yeah, awesome. I really like the sound of it.
Yeah. And obviously, we'll keep you updated on developments and the ins and outs of that as we go on through the weeks. Yeah, finally, we look at, it seems to be this will be a weekly thing, I think, but King Kenny Watch, as we know, King Kenny Pogue, who's left Hastings, who's gone to Lyd, and he's helped Lyd win again. They won 3-2 there, an away fixture against Croydon. All hail King Kenny. I'm sure you agree, Leon.
All hail King Kenny.
Yeah.
What a signing for Lyd.
That's top signing. Well, listen, thank you very much as ever, Leon. May I ask what game you've got this weekend?
Playing against St Leonard's Social for Icklesham.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many are you scoring?
None.
Oh, I love a confident man. No, honestly, how do you think your boys will get on?
It'd be a tough one because St Leonard's Social in the Prem, and we're Div 2. So, they'll have a few good players. So
obviously, this is still friendlies, aren't they?
Yeah. So this will be, it's the last weekend before the league starts.
Right then, well, listen, Leon, thanks again. Thanks as ever. We won't be recording on the Monday because this lucky bugger is going to watch Lewis versus Hastings. And obviously, I wish Hastings all the best there. Leon, I think, is probably going to partake in a few jars, are you, sir?
Yeah, I'll be in no fit state to record next week. So, you're just going to have to...
I have to lump it.
Longer.
Have to lump it.
Yeah.
But possibly Tuesday. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Listen, thank you, chap. And that was the week it was. So see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.